Howdy, y'all. This is Paul, the Redneck Thinker. What we have here is a channel to communicate. I want you folks to be thinking by the time you leave my videos. Why? Because I'm tired of people talking via what other people tell them to think. So, watch my video and enjoy the chance to think for yourself. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. Hey folks, before I get into this, it would be helpful if you liked the video, because I am now, because of people watching so many of these videos, that cops doing dumb thing videos, I would appreciate it if you were to hit subscribe. It would help me out quite a bit. I'm trying to get my watch hours and everything up to 500 and to the 3,000 hours to get to that next level. And then it's 1,000 and then 4,000 watch hours. So if you would be helpful, I would appreciate it. Thank you. Las Cruces, New Mexico has a budget of $596.6 million, and it will be paying out $20 million to the family of Teresa Gomez, who was killed by police officer Felipe Hernandez. That is 3.3% of their budget, which was a settlement for a civil lawsuit and comes before Hernandez even goes to court for criminal charges. While they say it does not prove guilt, it will cloud the upcoming case. The video shows that Hernandez shot her, which probably means the family could have a much larger settlement. The criminal trial now means that a jury will need to decide if there was malice in what happened between Hernandez and Gomez. There are many reasons to believe Hernandez was most likely stressed before he got there, but also jurors will have to decide if that is a mitigating factor. Sad part is, most cops are not trained on how to handle stress during their work days. This could change quite a few of these problems if they were to do that.
$20 million. That's how much the Las Cruces Police Department is going to pay out after reaching a settlement with the estate of a woman who a former police officer shot and killed. Officials say Officer Felipe Hernandez shot and killed 45-year-old Teresa Gomez in October of 2023. It happened while Gomez was reportedly driving away from Hernandez. Police body cam video from the incident appears to show the officer questioning Gomez near her vehicle. He could be heard stating that he believed Gomez was trespassing, which she refuted multiple times.
So let's not make this difficult, because I will really make your life a living hell.
Earlier this year, Doña Ana County District Attorney Gerald Byers announced Hernandez was charged with second-degree murder with a firearm enhancement. Byers noted that Gomez could be seen backing up her vehicle toward the officer, but he noted that Hernandez was not in the zone of danger when he fired his weapon. In a statement, Gomez's family says they are grateful to the city of Las Cruces for recognizing the injustice of Teresa's death. They trust that the city will redouble efforts to make sure no other family suffers the tragedy of losing a loved one to abusive police conduct. The city says Hernandez was relieved of his duties in May 2024. This settlement is the city's largest agreement in a civil lawsuit. An ordinance will be brought to City Council this coming January to approve financing the settlement. Hernandez's criminal trial on the second-degree murder charge is scheduled to begin June of next year. You can read the family's and the city's full statements online at KOB.com.
And I've got a Substack down below if you want to research this. Here via Las Cruces press releases what they did. City of Las Cruces has agreed to terms in a civil lawsuit brought by the estate of Teresa Gomez and is in the final stages of financing the $20 million settlement. Teresa Gomez, 45, was shot and killed by Felipe Hernandez, a former Las Cruces police officer, after an interaction in the early morning hours of October 3rd, 2023. Later in October of 2023, a lawsuit was filed by Gomez's estate in U.S. District Court after LCPD determined there was probable cause to charge Hernandez with second-degree murder. The LCPD filed a criminal complaint on January 9, 2024 against Hernandez. The city of Las Cruces determined that the actions on the morning of October 3rd, 2023 were so severe that charges were brought against Hernandez. The city of Las Cruces and the Las Cruces Police Department are committed to accountability as shown by LCPD's prompt decision to charge Hernandez. Hernandez was arrested in January 2024 and charged with felony count of second-degree murder. Following an administrative investigation, Hernandez was relieved of his duties on May 2024 and he no longer works for the city of Las Cruces. Las Cruces City Council met in closed session to review their options and reach consensus on terms of the settlement. The settlement is the city's largest agreement in a civil lawsuit. An ordinance will be brought to City Council in January 2025 to approve financing the settlement. Hernandez's criminal trial on the second-degree murder charge is scheduled to begin June 2nd, 2025. The city understands its obligations to uphold and protect the constitutional rights of Hernandez, including his presumption of innocence in the pending criminal case. The settlement reached with Gomez's estate should in no way indicate criminal guilt by Hernandez. Hernandez is considered innocent until and unless he is proven guilty in a court of law. The city will respect the criminal justice process and the outcome of that process. This settlement should be understood as a statement of the city's profound feelings of loss for the death of Gomez and of the city's condolences to her family. Okay, and here via KFOX 14 is why the charges were brought against Felipe Hernandez. The DA office came to the determination after reviewing all the evidence submitted by the officer-involved shooting task force, said Dona Ana County District Attorney Gerald Byers. From the very beginning of Mr. Hernandez's interaction with Ms. Gomez, the ability to manage protocol is non-existent. His interaction with her just on a human level was exceptionally subpar and did not meet the standards that LCPD demands of its officers, said Byers. There was no necessity for him to use deadly force, said Byers. We looked at self-defense. There was no self-defense. At 4:45 a.m. on October 3rd, a Las Cruces police officer made contact with 45-year-old Teresa Gomez along with the passenger in her vehicle near the 1300 block of Burley Court. In the body cam video, Hernandez is an 8-year veteran officer shot at least 3 times at Gomez while she was trying to run away. Before the shooting happened, the officer asked Gomez to step out of the car so he could ask her questions, which at first she denied before complying. Gomez told the officer she was at a public housing after hours visiting a friend named Butterfly. The officer then went on to explain that she was trespassing. The officer also noted the passenger in the car was also a frequent trespasser in the area. As the video goes on, Gomez asked if she can sit back down in the car. The officer who was writing down the information said yes, but instead Gomez started her car and tried to drive away. The officer shot 3 rounds. Gomez was taken to an area hospital where she died. Jesus Garcia, 38, the passenger in Gomez's vehicle, was not injured, and he was subsequently arrested on misdemeanor and felony warrants. And here's something. Now, I couldn't find if his certification was suspended, but here is some of what the state board had to say in a May meeting, and I couldn't find the results from the June meeting. When the board returned to open session, they announced they tabled the decision on Lunsford and Hernandez. One of the board members said the tabling was at the request of Lunsford and Hernandez's attorneys, who said they could not attend the meeting. The decision will be heard at the meeting in June. That meeting will occur in Farmington. Lunsford and Hernandez face criminal charges for killing 2 people while policing Las Cruces in recent years. So, as you can see, Las Cruces has got 2 officers that have done this. Hernandez faces a charge of second-degree murder. He killed Teresa Gomez on October 2023. Body camera footage released by the police department during the news conference showed Hernandez gunning down Gomez as she drove away from him. Hernandez had just finished a profanity-laden encounter when Gomez, apparently fed up with the treatment, drove away from Hernandez. A criminal complaint found that Hernandez was not in any danger of being hit by Gomez's car when he decided to shoot her. Trial has yet to be scheduled on this case. And like I said, I couldn't find whether they did suspend him or not, his certifications or not, in June. I know they met, but I didn't find what happened after that. Now look, we can go into everything dealing with this, but here's the major headache of all this. Cops are not given training and how to manage their emotions. Oh, but we don't. Yeah, you do need to do that. I'm not saying that you need to get into a woosaw moment as they do in Bad Boys, but you have to be able to not allow situations that have like this to happen. As you saw in the video that I put up, what went on was not professional. Cops should approach everybody with a professional attitude. Why? Because it stops a whole bunch of stuff. It allows the person in the car to see that you are treating them like a human being, that you're treating them like they are a citizen of their community, even if you're not. It goes a long way in making sure that people don't do something stupid. And from the sounds of it, this woman was not in the mood to deal with a stupid situation. Now, I'm not saying that I agree that she should have driven away, but it does say a lot about how this cop approached his job in his attitude. That is going to go a long way when it comes to his criminal court case. Yes, cops have to deal with a lot of stressful situations. That's why they need to be trained on how to deal with their emotions so that things like this don't happen. Now, the citizens of Las Cruces, New Mexico, are going to have to figure a way on how to deal with the fact that 3.3% of their budget is going to be going towards something stupid that was done. Because this shooting and the situation that happened before it was a bunch of stupidity that could have been stopped if he had approached her in a calm, professional manner. Agree with me, don't agree with me. That's my opinion. We all have opinions. I would like to hear yours down below. Tell me what you think needs to be done in situations like this. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Folks, I just want to say thank you for listening. I want to thank you for taking your time. I want to hear what your comments are about what you think on this topic, because your comments are what's important, not necessarily mine. I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're conservative, I don't care if you're liberal, I don't care if you're Democrat. I want to hear your opinion on these topics. I want to thank you yet again for listening to my video. Like, subscribe, and all that other hoopla. This has been Paul, the Redneck Thinker. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.